Hey guys, Larry Kotch from Brainy Marketing, and today we're going to cover the most awesome topic at the moment called marketing automation. And I want to start this by asking you a question. Yes, you sir or you ma'am, I have a question for you. How would you like it if every single month or every single week you had the maximum number of high quality, oven ready leads just popping into your database, into the lap of your sales or business development team? How amazing would it be if you did not have to think about where your next lead was going to come from? And not only that, these were not just leads who had downloaded something or you'd bought from somebody. These were people who knew what your business was, they knew why you were better than the competition, they were totally aware of your pricing, and they were just interested in getting started. So not even really a sales conversation, but someone who just needs to be guided into the back of the net.
You think that kind of automation is easy or cheap?
So that is, in fact, the purpose of marketing automation. At its most sophisticated, at its nth level, marketing automation is all about creating the systems and tools that mean you don't have to lift any fingers, and you have a system that automatically takes customers from not knowing you all the way to being a fan and wanting to start business. I've used it for my business. I've used it for loads of other clients. So stay tuned, and we're going to cover it right now. All right, guys, for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Larry Kotch, and I'm the founder of The Brains Marketing. We're a lead generation agency based out of Shoreditch in London, and this channel is my free resource for you. It will always be free, and it's all about lead generation and marketing automation. So if those are topics close to your heart, make sure you stay subscribed to this channel and make sure you hit the bell notification so you get all of my videos on the latest and greatest things happening in lead generation and automation. If you ever want to talk to me after this video or wherever, there's always my link to chat directly with me about anything under the sun in the description box below. There's also loads of resources, including my highly anticipated Leads on Tap system, which is a full PDF which is going to show you how we generate leads using a combination of LinkedIn, online buying psychology, creativity, and marketing automation. This what we're covering on this video. So this is one of the pieces of the puzzle. If you find this interesting, then go and download my Leads on Tap system and get started. It will transform the way you think about lead gen for your business. Right, now on with today's video. We're going to just cover all the different sort of marketing activities that can be automated. So first of all, you've got your ads themselves. If you're running ads on, say, LinkedIn or Facebook or Google, you can set up retargeting. That is a form of marketing automation. So when people visit your website, when they visit certain landing pages, maybe when they download forms on your websites, you can enter them into a retargeting audience, which will send them different ads, which are designed to get them more and more and more interested in you. So let's say you have on your website a lead magnet for an ebook. So if someone downloads the ebook, they're not maybe a hot lead yet. They're trying to educate themselves onto whatever the topic of the ebook was about. How about if you then target that person around the internet with a second ebook that maybe goes into more detail? Maybe you have a course, maybe you have a book that you can do, maybe you have a webinar that you've done. This is all about using ads themselves to nurture people and get them down the funnel. And eventually you go with a request to call back type of ad. But so just thought it was worth mentioning at the outset that even retargeting counts as marketing automation. A second type of marketing automation, which is mainly what people refer to when they're thinking about marketing automation, is emails. So having emails going out and in drip campaigns to people who download an ebook. So to give the same example, if someone was to download an ebook from a lead magnet, well, you could have separate emails going to them with follow-up resources, additional educational material, and then some conversion material like case studies, testimonials, calculators, whatever is needed to drive the person down to actually considering you as a potential solution provider for the problem that they've identified. So that's typically what people mean when they mean marketing automation. They mean more of the email automation. And if you search around the internet, you'll find most people talking about automation are focusing on the email side of it. There is also text message automation as well. So you can do like WhatsApp automation, text message automation, which is the same concept as email, but to people's text. And that's usually a lot of B2C brands do that, but also B2B brands can. Now, because this channel is focused on B2B, I'm going to focus mainly on email automation here. I think I've got other videos on retargeting, and if I haven't done a good enough job, you can be sure to keep subscribed and you're going to see other videos of mine all about retargeting. The reason why I'm going to focus on email is because that's the principal way you can interact with people in your database. Now, the leading tools out there are the following, and by all means do your own research. I'll put my hands up, say there's loads of other tools, but if you're a smaller business, and I'd say less than 10 people, you're going to want to think about something like MailChimp Professional. You're going to want to think about ActiveCampaign. And if you're a bit more advanced, you want to think about HubSpot. And if you really have a complicated business and you have more than, say, 200 employees and quite complex processes, and you have a desire to link not only your automation of customers, but also your broader business automation, invoicing and finance automation, then you're going to want to consider something like Salesforce, and then you're going to add Pardot, which is their add-on to Salesforce. So that's really the gold standards. Now, don't go off this video and go start researching what those are. Wait till we get into the theory of it. If at the end of this video you do some research and you think, hey, you know what, one of these tools is actually good for me, definitely click the link in the description box below to chat to me, as I can get you up to 25% discount on all of those tools. With that being said, let's kind of just assume that you're a smaller company to begin with, to just act as an example. So let's say that you are a marketing agency like me, or you're an agency of some sort. You might be creative, accounting, whatever. So the way that you would usually go around generating leads is you would either go on Google Ads or you would go on LinkedIn. Now, the thing with Google Ads is, if you're running Google Ads, the people are at the bottom of the funnel already. So when we talk about the buyer's journey, which I've discussed on this channel, people at the bottom end of the buyer's journey, so who are looking to actually get a solution provider, they've already done their research. So a lot of companies who run Google Ads basically just phone the leads that they get off those. If they don't want to go with it, they just toss them in the bin, basically. What I want to talk about, because it's more crystal clear, is the LinkedIn side of things. So LinkedIn is the best B2B platform. This is definitely where you want to be advertising if you're B2B, if you're looking for leads. You can target exactly who your perfect customer is with ads. Now, these ads should be an ebook, some type of ebook, maybe a white paper, maybe a webinar. This is what we call a lead magnet. There's a video on lead magnet following shortly. Now, this lead magnet, the whole point of that is to get people's contact information. So as a marketing agency, I might say, I have an ebook saying how SMEs are wasting 50% of their marketing budgets and what you can do to stop, right? That could be my ebook. Loads of marketing managers and CEOs download that ebook and they go into my marketing automation database. So in my case, it's HubSpot. So it's a CRM. My salespeople live in there. They record phone calls, email conversations. And so it's an actual sales CRM. But it's got automation built into it, which means it's linked to my ads, my social media, my website. Everything is linked to this one tool. So anybody who's going on my website, anybody who's responding to my ads, anybody who's responding to emails, all of that is tracked in the contact record in the database. So in this case, they see my ad on LinkedIn, they want the ebook, they get sent to the database. Now, I work with different types of customers. So I work with finance directors, CEOs, and marketing directors. Now, all three of these people have different things that they're interested in when I'm selling to them. So we put them into different personas. And now, look, I'm not giving you all the secrets to how we do things, but this is just a basic example. Okay, I'm not saying this is exactly what I do, but take it as if this was like what I was interested in. I was interested in speaking to these three kind of people. So my ads go out to these three different groups. They enter into the database, and I'm going to label each person entering the database by their persona. So I've got the finance guy, CEO guy, and the marketing lady, let's say. Those are my three personas. When they enter into my database, I have pre-written hundreds of emails specific for that persona. So the marketing manager is going to get lots of interesting case studies, is going to get an interesting content about what it's like to work with us as a marketing manager, some testimonials around people who are talking about how easy it was to engage with our account managers, etc. I'm going to be encouraging them to get in touch with me when they're ready. With the CEOs, I'm going to be talking more about our performance as an agency, where we've been listed online, all sorts of other things. And the financial director, we're going to give them ROI cases, how to calculate the ROI, how to calculate customer lifetime value, all these things that kind of speak the finance director's language. So you see how treating each person as a different persona and preloading these emails into the system is allowing me to have all these communications, and it can be thousands a week, without having to write newsletters, without having to run around and think about what could be interesting to this person this week and this other person that week. It's just automatically dealt with. So as long as somebody enters the database from LinkedIn or anywhere else, you could be doing Facebook, Google, doesn't matter. As long as they enter the database labeled correctly, the system will treat them the way they need to be treated. And the system is so smart that it will say, hey, if Joe Smith has seen a bunch of emails, they've been onto the website, they've clicked around, well, this person is actually a hot lead. So you can set up in the system a way for it to tell you who is a hot lead and who's just ignoring your emails. And so this is amazing, because then it signals to my sales team, hey, you should call this person because they've opened the last 5 emails. They've clicked on the last 5 links. They're all over the website, right? This is a huge signal that this is a hot lead. So they are ready to come out of that oven and join the party. That's exactly what happens. We have a special list where all the hot leads get sent in. Every day you wake up, there are all the hot leads. And if they're not in that list, they're calling you directly. They are booking directly into my calendar. So I don't ever have to think about where my leads are coming from. Now, the beauty of this is that you don't have to worry about trade shows. You don't have to worry about expensive booths at trade shows and trying to run around town developing partnerships. You don't have to worry about networking, about cold calling, about emailing random people, copy pasting messages into LinkedIn. It's all done for you. It's easy, baby. That is the point of marketing automation. If you just need to get started, you don't need to go the whole HubSpot route. You can just use something like Active Campaign. If you're a healthcare clinic, let's say, and you're looking for appointments, somebody just comes on Google Ads for, I don't know, plastic surgery or whatever it is that you do, cosmetic surgery. Your ads go up, they come onto the page, they get in touch. Don't just throw those leads into the bin if they don't pick up the first few times, right? You send them to your CRM, and the automation software sends them, 5 or 6 emails, just again with testimonials, with another reason to pick up the phone. And so you can have it so that once they enter into your sales process, it switches them off from those additional emails. So this is how intelligent these systems are. It knows when your sales team has spoken to someone, so don't send them any more emails. Or it knows they've seen this email, so send them this other type of email now. So this is all the rules you can set up, and most of these tools, especially if you've used HubSpot, have such an easy user interface. It's kind of like a drag and drop. They've made it as simple as that now. Like automation for SMEs you don't need to be a tech savvy guru. It can be learned very, very easily. The principle applies no matter what tool you're using. You want a great advertising campaign that captures details very easily by using very clickbaity content. Get them into your database, then nurture them from a kind of lukewarm lead or interested person, let's say an interested contact, into a red hot oven ready lead. And you don't want to be the one spending every 5 minutes trying to work out with your sales team, is this person worth a call? Or let me research their company. Let me go and look over here and maybe write a newsletter this week. Forget about all of that. You don't have the time for that. You need to focus on running your business. So if this has been interesting, well done. You're on the first path of completely automating your business. Make sure to get my Leads on Tap system below. I talk about this in detail with you, and I've got a book coming out very shortly. So stay tuned for that. And guys, I'll see you for the next video. Take care.